Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So we have a good one tonight. Get out your popcorn, get out your peanuts and Cracker Jacks. This is going to be a full circus tonight. So we have a channel that has decided to start attacking yours truly. Uh, who knows what the reason is? So this person showed up with some comments, kind of random comments in my live stream last night that kind of didn't make coherent sense, and I kind of went one by one, and so today he watched my video and watched maybe the first couple minutes and decided to attack that. But anyway, let's actually play his video. I guess I'll go ahead and give him the attention he wants. Um, I'm such a nice guy, you know. I shouldn't, but I will, because he had some very nice things to say about yours truly, and I'm going to address it. You know, for one thing, so I think he did two videos. There was his first video, he was talking about balls or something. He was like referencing the 8 ball or something. For one thing, like to talk about balls, you don't show your face. So, that's definitely one drawback. Let me make sure my Radio Shack headset is configured properly here. Is Radio Shack even still around? Okay, so let's go over here. Let me share my screen. Hopefully my Radio Shack equipment all works. And let's go into this interesting fellow's video. All right, so let's see what we got. So we'll try to disseminate his strategy. It's not quite clear to me. I did invite him on the podcast yesterday, but let's go ahead and start out.
Came to Yieldmax TV and became the disruptor.
He's the disruptor, so he's going to disrupt the whole space. But he loves Yieldmax, apparently, or some Yieldmax. But let's continue.
Of these high-yielding, monthly-paying dividend ETFs, I've already encountered trolls, haters, and
He's encountered trolls. Now, I guess he is one.
general douchebags. This is such a beta male space. This dividend space is for the weak and the non-believers.
Like people that don't show their face on camera, I guess.
And when you call yourself a coach, unless you're working in a high school or an elementary school, you're just a dick. Let's break it down. Welcome to Coach.
I don't know if I ever actually addressed why I call myself the coach. When I was picking the name of the channel, I followed all the big channels, like the big four, like Graham Stephan and Jeremy and those guys. He calls himself Financial Education. That was actually the first name that came to my mind. But instead of education, I just figured coaching would be more appropriate. And there are coaches in finance. I don't know how much this gentleman knows about the financial industry, of course, but you have financial advisors and you do have financial coaches. Dave Ramsey, who he mentions in this video, actually has a financial coaching program where he teaches people. Let me check my Radio Shack equipment here. Just make sure everything's good. We've got a lot of wires here.
Negativity. As a matter of fact, Radio Shack just called from the dead, and they are recalling these headphones.
They're calling.
But he's, I don't know, under YouTube fair use. Let's go ahead. He calls himself the coach. Blurs out his background. Just looks like some average douchebag, right? That you want to thumbs down.
Oh, before I forget, let's see. He's almost at 69 thumbs up, but let's do the thumbs down here too. There we go.
So he does a review on Yieldmax, and all he has is bad shit to say about me.
So he thinks the whole video was about him. Maybe one mention. I don't actually know who this guy is. Again, he doesn't show his face on camera, but the video, for those of you that watched the video all the way through, I mentioned that year to date, the majority of Yieldmax funds are up in total return. So I don't know exactly what's negative about that. But I think he didn't quite get the whole video, but that's okay. Let's continue.
So before we pull him up, let's just pull up my little Windows link. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Now, as you know, my plan is a mission.
Okay, so he's got his Robinhood window here. He's got 229,000 and change. He claims that Amazon is the entire market, which facts would disagree, of course. Amazon's one company. I get it that Amazon does a lot. It's an interesting take. I respect your opinion. It's an interesting opinion. And he's got some crash And he thinks I'm dumb for pointing out that it's down, um, which is funny. I know Tesla is on a bull run. I actually mentioned that when they launched. I said Tesla's, up 37%, and oh, now Crash launches. And since Tesla was up again today, of course, Crash is an inverse fund. It's going to be down. But anyway, let's continue.
Forget about my Tesla sandwich. We'll get into that. But what I did was I took 150.
So the Tesla sandwich, so it looks like he bought some TSLY at probably a low price, and he's got the inverse fund. So he's almost at like break even. So a money market would probably do better than this at this point. I mean, he's up. Actually, he's down. If you add up, he 10,295 in the red, and then he's got just over 10,000 in the black. Let me just look at comments real quick here. I'm sure you all are really excited to see this here. Let's do some comments here. That's funny. I think he just wants attention, honestly, but it's fun. I haven't ever been attacked like this in over 2 years on here. Let's see. I think his just trend troll what I think he's just trend troll problem with the YouTube algorithm. Yeah, I mean, he's using my name for views. I get it, and I'm giving him attention. Some of you say not to, but I just want to address it. I was attacked in a very personal way, so I'm just going to address it. Let's see here. Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue with the clown show.
$1,000 on a home equity line that I wasn't using and didn't need at 9%. And then I took it to Robinhood. Yeah, coach, I doubled it. You make Dave Ramsey look like a super dildo. But anyway, you're sweating a little. Relax, I'll get to you in a minute. So now I have 300,000.
I think he mistakes the angle of the lighting for sweat. I'm actually not sweating at all, but I am very active. Sometimes I do come from the gym, and I may have sweated in a prior video after coming from the gym. So I think being active is a good thing, physically and mentally.
Thousand of free money. Oh, I've been doing this since the beginning of March. I combine it with two tactics. One is, remember, the core number is 150,000. Anything over that, I rip off the top occasionally, which is called selling it to pumps. And I put it aside. And then on red days, I buy back in. I never reinvest. But this simple trick is called core number compounding. I created it. Why watch your account balance be up one day, $3,000, and then down the next day? The
I like how he's playing clown music while he's talking.
Oracle takes that $3,000 and moves it from their pocket. Yeah, coach, I got zero buying power. Oh, I'm terrified of liquidation. I could write a check for this sweaty schmuck.
He's such a baller.
So I take that 3,000 called core number compounding for the day, and I pull it off the top. Yep, I sell those shares at a higher price, and I do this process over and over, and I build my number of shares. Oh, just as I had expected.
Your request to withdraw 9,000 and change from your brokerage account has been received. Okay.
My first dividend payment was $9,000 when I was here, coach. Okay, so $9,000 dividend payment minus my Robinhood margin and everything else. My total costs were $2,200, leaving me with $7,445. Call it profit. I call it rapid repayment of the initial principal. Yeah, Robinhood cost me $33 a day, something like that. They take it out of my account monthly. I don't care. Bro, I'm making 10,000 a month. I got to pay 2,200 a month. What if I get a margin call? Well, I send them the money. For me to get a margin call, Amazon would have to be almost cut in half. Okay? I've decided to accelerate this plan, coach. You know what I've decided to do? And it's all documented here. Okay, hold on. I've decided to add for the first time. It was doing so great with just other people's money.
He's like, hold on. He seems like really ready to go, but he's like, oh, hold on. I got to find it.
I said to myself, it's Oracle Self. More core compounding, ripping off the top. I said, what if I add another 100,000 of my own money to this? For the first time, I'll have skin in the game. And you know what the plan is now?
Here you go. Adding your own money is always good. That's what I do.
Oh, see, when you look here, my amount with shares were changing. Let's go all the way down to Savage Plan. You could see here how much my margin was 1,039, exactly as planned. What if the market crashes? What if you got hit by a meteorite tomorrow, picking lint out of your ass? Okay. So this morning, actually, okay, when I was ripping off the top, remember, this thing has been on a tear since I got in. So I'm selling into earnings, core numbering off the top, okay? And if you look at my margin amount, I have a little, look, this is a great day. My margin is low risk. I'm not telling anybody to follow me. But on this day, when we were down like 300
I'm not telling anybody to follow me. I'm just attacking other YouTubers for views.
points and the Dow was down 600 points, I get margin call, I get nothing. Okay, as a matter of fact, I was down in the day, and because it's Amazon and not Tesla, which I think you own a lot of, schmuck, because you believed, right?
Oh yeah, but you later say that I don't show my stuff. So how would you know that?
Coach, let me help you, let me guide you.
Coach the coach.
Contrary to popular belief, you never ever invest in something because you love it. No. You don't invest in it because you love Elon or you love the product. No.
Well, it seems like you love Amazon.
You invest in it because it's a good goddamn company. Okay? Now, what do you got to say, coach? Because as of right now, bro, I have $435,000 worth of free money. I just dropped in the first 50. I'm going to drop in another.
Well, if I understand correctly, if you've used your home equity loan to invest in this, you're definitely leveraged. So yeah, you're making money, but you're leveraged to do it. But that's good. I mean, you're thinking, you're thinking entrepreneurially, I guess.
Another 50,000. That'll give me $200,000 worth of buying power. I am going to accelerate this, coach. Going to accelerate it. You know what
Coach.
I'm going to do? My dividend this month, before I added any money, was a whopping $14,000. They announced 97 cents. So I'm gonna go savage. I'm gonna go savage on this, coach. Yeah. I don't care.
Let's see what his little notepad says here. 300,000 free money working, 150,000 line of credit loan, 9% APY plus margin, 0 out of pocket.
What you say, you negative little douche.
I don't think you listen to all my videos because I point out consistently that the majority of Yieldmax funds are up in terms of total return. So you hear part of it, but you've got to listen to the whole thing. So the whole point, yes, the majority of Yieldmax funds are up in total return, but the underlyings typically outperform, which is what I've said consistently. Like take Nvidia, for example. And I'm coming at that from, a personal example. If I had it to do over, I would have definitely liked to buy Nvidia stock instead of, say, Tesla or even Tesla stock.
Sweaty faced bitch. Okay.
Gotta love the language. I didn't know YouTube allowed this.
These are the numbers without capital appreciation. Do you know that I withdrew $20,000 in the first month in the run up when Amazon was at an all time high? I was skimming off the top daily, and that's a cushion in the bank now. I made the first payment, $1,200 plus a.
Yeah, you like cushion, huh? Let me look at some comments real quick here. Let's see what we got here. Are you all enjoying the entertainment tonight? This is a change of pace for sure. Sounds really convincing. He takes into account that he has to pay RH their margin interest, Robinhood, but I don't think he's accounting for the interest on his home. That's a good point. I don't think so either. And I did invite him on, by the way, and I always show my face. And my Radio Shack headset's holding up pretty well, actually. Let's see here. This guy sounds like a New Yorker gambler degenerate who likes to act like he knows what he's doing. He has that voice a little bit. Who is this dude? I just collected 6,000 in dividends. Yes, it's real money. You do need a nice pair of Beats. Yeah, I'm working on it. Maybe my next dividends, I'll get some. I don't know if he's scared or not. I mean, he comes across like a tough guy, but he doesn't show his face. Um, but I'll have him on. I don't mind debating him. I don't know what his beef is with me. He says I attack other channels. I haven't made attack videos on any other channels. I know there's people in my Discord because I've allowed band members of other Discords. Which, by the way, now me and my co-host we are now also band members of, I think it's Strongman Finance's Discord. We all three got kicked out for whatever reason. I didn't even say anything in there, but go figure. I try to get along with everyone, but it doesn't always work. All right. Let's see. Back to the clown show here.
$5,000 principal payment. But now, you know what's going to happen, Coach? Probably on Monday. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting ready to back the truck up. Now I put my own money in. First, it was other people's money. But now what I'm going to do it, no extra cost other than, yeah, I'm going to double this and margin it to the tits too. Double. So 200,000 worth. So my margin costs go up slightly. Coach Hole, at this point.
So he's going to double. He's going to double his balance on margin.
Okay. You see that dividend? Hold on. We'll go up here. At this point now, I said the first 50,000 of my 100,000. I'm up to 18,639 shares. My costs are still $2,237. It might go up about $800 after
And you're presuming this is going to stay at 96 cents, which it could be higher, it could be lower.
I send the rest in and margin it to the tits. Might go up about $800 for Robinhood margin, but this part, the initial 150K, okay, is all we care about paying back to the bank. And then this is a free money machine for the rest of my life. NAV erosion, listen, eat shit, because the truth of the matter is that right now, if it continues to pay the dividend where it is, okay, this thing, forget these numbers. When I'm done in my next video, it's going to be paying about $25,000 a month with a $2,200 cost. That means $23,000 a month is going to go to principal to pay back the initial 150K. I could keep the rest on margin and pay that mere pittance. And now I will have a $25,000 a month income. And this is just the beginning. That's 10% of where I'm going, bro. And
Assuming the dividends stay the same.
I can afford to lose this. I'm not an idiot. Okay. I don't walk around and call myself coach. All right. You got it?
Well, you call yourself Yieldmax TV. I mean, we all have a channel name.
Now let's hear what the coach had to say about me. Now that you all know this is real, and I'm not done with this. Okay, I had no money in this at all, and had almost $400,000 worth of free AMC. That was kicking out 14,000 a month. I just added 50,000.
And are you saying you bought AMZ in March? I saw your little notepad said March. So let's look at what AMZ was back then. I don't know exactly when you bought it, but I'm just assuming, just from the information I've seen. Like I said, when you first started talking to me, you caught me at the end of a live stream, and you were kind of randomly commenting, and I, didn't quite understand your strategy here. Okay, let's look at AMZY. Let's see, year to date. Let's see. So you are saying that if you put a $300,000 home equity line of credit, borrowed money, which there's an interest rate on that too, in addition to the margin, just factor all that in as well. Um, so you've presumably made 135,000 and change on it. Let's see. So since March 1st, let's see, March. Uh, no, we're about flat. We're about flat. So I'd have to see like when you bought all this AMZY. In fact, if I look at, let's see, the life of it. Let me see if I go back a year. Let me go to charting actually. Let's see. charting over the past year, I'm showing a price return of 15%. So if you made 135,000 on 300,000, that's 45%. So I'd be interested to see how that worked.
And in total, I'm going to add 100,000 of my own money. It's going to kick out about 24, maybe even 28,000 a month. Who knows? I own
It's like buying a car, like, yeah, it's 28,000, but yeah, we can go 24. We may have 24 in it, but we'll sell it to you for 28. There's always wiggle room.
We need a few good quarters. 2, maybe 3. What, you think Amazon is going somewhere? You fucking moron. What did you have to say here? Let me.
Have I ever said anything bad about Amazon? I mean, I don't think it's the whole market like you do, but it's done pretty good, just like Nvidia, just like all the underlyings have pretty much, you know, outperformed their ETFs.
Hear you. Let me hear what you had to say. Now that I laid out the case, I'll let you
He's laid out the case.
speak.
Okay, so this one is going to start with Amazon.
Oh, he goes through every Yieldmax fund and gets negative on them. Why they all suck.
I don't recall saying that. I think I just read the chart from the last month. And then if you watch the whole video, which, attention span wise, that may be difficult. But if you watch the whole video, I point out how year to date, the majority of them are up in terms of total return, which I've pointed out to Jay, by the way, and he's thanked me for pointing that out. Not everybody actually points that out.
Does he have again? It's almost like
He spelled Yieldmax wrong.
ugh, it's almost like in crypto. Hashtag where's your trade? Hashtag where's your trade? Now I'm going to agree with the sweaty face coach, right? That most of these suck. And I wouldn't go into almost any of them.
So he thinks most of these suck. Okay, interesting.
Let's hear what Clown Boy has to say. You ready? Because all he does is bash these. Again, here's no trade. There's no portfolio.
But if I'm not mistaken, you just bashed them too. You said the majority of them suck, but I'm bashing them. I don't get it.
He has nothing but his mouth. Welcome to Yieldmax.
No, I got my Radio Shack headset too. And my 8-ball, my big 8-ball.
You're in the hot seat, Judge. So let's hear it.
Must be why I sweat so much because I'm in the hot seat. Is on, which we had the commenter yesterday saying that he's got like 300 grand in AMZY, which I kind of disagree with. I think that's too much to have in any fund, unless you're absolutely loaded, and that's a very small portion of your net worth. Which, if that is, then why? I would question your investment strategy at that point. But anyway.
All right, but one thing. First of all, who the fuck are you to question my investment strategy?
Who are you to judge me? Who are you? You came out of nowhere and attacked me.
What? Because you call yourself a THB, which might be thumb dick.
Yeah, you're funny. It's actually my initials.
Life enhancing financial coach. Okay.
Oh, you got the second word wrong.
Financial coach. So, why is it a bad idea? Tell me. Expand upon that. And you said I didn't have this in here. You're fucking another douchebag on YouTube.
So let's see. So your $300,000 home equity loan, that's you're definitely leveraged. You have an interest rate on that too, presumably pretty high. Those are usually higher than a mortgage. Let's see what other details you gave us here. Share count, market value. Let's do something here real quick here. 435. I didn't get my calculator at Radio Shack though. 2, 3. Let's see here. Okay, so 2336. So that checks out. Average cost, portfolio diversity, today's return, total return. Okay, so it says your total return's $11,000, but you said you put a $300,000 home equity line. You're up to 435. So is the rest like your own money? Maybe I missed that, or maybe I just don't get it.
YouTube. All right. Now, Everybody's down and everything, right? My total return since the beginning of March, not including dividends, nothing. Okay, today's return alone when the close was 7,000. It's 11,000. I'm going to prove to you. I'm going to pay this off and turn this into a free money machine. Now, in a few months, when it's paid off, that 20 something $1,000 a month is going to be mine. You have nothing.
So Coney,
you are
for
nothing.
5 days is down. I have nothing. I have 401ks. I have my portfolios, which I've shown, but I have nothing. Okay.
Everything's down.
Coney's down.
Everything's
12%.
down. He's an
Nobody's down.
armchair
Looking at
jerk
the
off.
last month. So he says I'm an armchair jerk off, but you'll see he's about 3.5 minutes through a 12-minute video, so he missed like 2/3 of the video, where I talk about how the majority of them are up in total return over the last year to date and 6 months. So, but he claims I said everything is down. Let's see which one. Here we go. So this is going to be.
Where's your shit?
That's incredible. I've shown it before.
Everything's down.
Well, so one ranks at a sell, the other ranks at a buy.
It's just lost.
So, out of how many is that now? 21. Let's see. We got Crash, Ybit. So that's Ymax, Ymag. So we got like 26 of them now. So out of 26, only like 4 of them are up over the last month. Over the last month, 1 month, which the whole market did kind of get crushed last month. Let me add these back again and then do a screen share. Ulti, let's see.
I'm not in Ulti. I'm not in none of them, bro.
It wasn't a video directed at you, dude. It was at the whole audience.
Oh, you addressed.
Are we taking things personally now?
Me, dick face, fucking graying out your shitty house. All right. So you said that I didn't. Hold on. Now I lost my thing. You said that I didn't have.
He lost his thing.
Any money in here. You question my investment thesis. Amazon is the entire index of everything. Dummy. Number one. Number two. All right. I'm going to educate you. I know you got a lot of Tesla, you fucking.
So he just said I have nothing. Now he's saying I have a lot of Tesla. So which one is it? This guy.
Sweatball jerk off. Fucking puffer lip. All right. You know what this is? It's the Tesla sandwich, dummy. Now
I see the sandwich. I see the lettuce and the tomato. Right now the tomato is crushing the lettuce. It looks like.
You don't. This is in.
Need some ketchup to add to it.
Verse. He talks about it, right? And this is. He's so dumb, right? He says, "Oh, the Tesla inverse called Crash just came out and it's slightly down." Well, Tesla's up, you fucking dumb schmuck. So here's the sandwich.
So, I'm trying hard not to just burst out laughing, but Tesla is on a 37% bull run, and this fund, you would expect it on the days that Tesla's down, you would expect this fund to be up because it's an inverse fund, but I believe it was also down today, and that was my point.
The sandwich that I'm working on this is free money, first of all. Remember I told you that I was clipping money off the top? The first month I took 20,000, right? Well, some of the money I clipped off the top, plus this month's dividends, you could figure I've paid for these two for free. I don't reinvest.
Well, on borrowed money. I mean, I agree to an extent.
What's the logic here? The logic is each one of these is individual. They are a fund. They are funds.
The logic is that the sandwich needs more flavor.
Managed funds. Tesla, okay, I don't care as long as I have the number of shares. I'm about income, right?
It's all about the income. You and Kumair would get along, but I heard you got banned from there.
I don't care if it goes up or down, but I know that every month it's volatile. I know the underlying business is fundamentally weak, no matter what the testicleites want to believe, Teslaites want to believe. Fundamentally, the business
So you're not a fan of Tesla, but you're invested in Tesla. So I don't know, just mixed signals across the board. What can we say?
is down. Okay. So, but it has such an awesome fan base and the magical magician, Elon. Okay. You want to talk about magic? He came out in the conference
Magic.
call and said, I'm going to come out with a cheap Tesla, this and that. You know what he did? He just announced yesterday that they instantly have a $30,000 Tesla.
I know, I saw it. And he said that on earnings and it helped the stock go up. I saw it.
$299 a month. It's so good. It's designed to compete with everything else.
You should buy one to add to your other cars too. Buy it with your Yieldmax dividends.
It's designed despite its lower price. I noticed they changed this article. This said it was too good to be true. They changed it. Wow, Elon's powerful. I've seen this happen many times with his articles, but this came out. Okay. Think about it. All he did was subsidize a fucking car and boom, you got your cheap Tesla. Who cares if they lose money, right? Give the people what they want. So, one tweet, one vision could change everything. So, what do? I want to play. I know that one is going to go up and one is going to go down. I don't care about. I tried to put 10,000 in each one of them just yesterday. This is where they start. The Tesla sandwich. Okay. Now, this one crash. Even if Tesla goes up, whatever, but most likely it's going to go back down. It's at a kind of high for a while, right?
Kind of high for a while. It reverse split a couple months ago. And if you look at the price last summer, it was way higher if you're talking about Tesla and Tesla stock as well.
Will kick out a lot of dividends. This one will also kick out a good amount of dividends. Both of them will win in the kicking out dividends department. One will win bigger than the other. Why should I guess? I have both that are going to work. Okay.
And this is actually a good point. This is why we've wanted an inverse fund for a while because of exactly what you're saying. I mean, this is actually a legit point.
Elon can pump all he likes, and I'm there getting dividends. And the haters can bash it all they like, and I'm getting dividends. And again, I look at this like my AMZ deal is better than real estate. I have no tenants. Imagine having this dickhead be my tenant. I have no tenants. He probably is somebody's fucking tenant.
I actually have tenants. I don't think I would have you as a tenant, but my house is actually pretty amazing. I just, I blur out the background. I would use a little a different background, but it is what it is. I'm still using the free version of StreamYard. I'm just so cheap along with my Radio Shack headset here. But yeah.
Tenant. Unlucky that they are. I have no tenants. I have no plungers. I have nobody calling me. Unlike a business, and I run it like a business, I have no employees. I don't have to sell on eBay or fucking Etsy, you douchebag. I don't have to call myself coach. I don't have to do any of that. Okay? And that's going to kick me 25 grand a month. I'm going to build it up. Oh, yeah. I'm going to build it to 6 figures a month because
He's a genius. Yieldmax TV.
that's where I'm comfortable. And the Tesla sandwich, just like I built
Wonder if there's any like copyright issue with that.
an apartment building. It's going to pay me rent. Okay, it's great. I don't even got to
It's an apartment building. It's physical real estate.
fucking paint. They do all the work for me. And the sandwich, these are like two little like trailer homes that I bought with some of my profits from my apartment.
So they're making you a sandwich, huh? All right, I think we've seen enough. Let's do some comments. 50 live viewers. I hope everybody's thoroughly entertained. This was fun. You're glad I don't show my account. Why? I have before. Like my 401k is actually really good. It's about to hit a milestone. When it does, I'm gonna show that. Let's see here, and some coney pickles. We'll go in reverse order here. The boldness oracle. It's kind of cool. I get to see my handsome face twice. The boldness oracle is displacing with his margin and line of credit. I'm actually rooting for him to pay off all his principal over the next 7 8 months, which would also mean that I'm sitting pretty as well. He needs some chowder in the sandwich. That might help it. That was fun, wasn't it? That was fun. He says, "This bloke sounds absolutely smashed." Probably. Hold on, I lost. Yeah, he lost his thing. He's over here talking about balls and stuff, and beta males, and you know, and I'm the one showing my face on camera, and he hasn't. Let's see here. Sounded like he just finished an MD 2020. Sitting on a throne of Newport cartons. How's the Radio Shack headset doing? That's funny. I thought this would happen a couple years ago, actually, but I have another channel attacking me officially. Big Smoke Crypto. That loser is from Crypto. I think his name is the Oracle or something like that. Oh, does he have a channel where he shows his face? He used to push that trash system after he scammed people with different rug pull projects. Ah, okay. You haven't said anything bad about Tesla, not that it matters really. I don't know where this comes from. Me neither. He's probably, I don't know, he's a fan of another channel that's mad at me for something. Bro, any company can tank at any time. Literally, Kimmer said the same SHIT about Tesla. Really? I thought he's always loved Tesla. I don't watch his videos. I know who he is, but I don't actually watch his videos. Chowda. No, he's more of a New York accent type of a person. I don't think he's Boston, but I'm very familiar with, these people. They're very tough people, and I can go toe to toe with them. I don't shy away. The dividends will 100% not stay the same. What if Jay decides that he needs to start selling covered calls less than 1% out of the money just to get a good yield and gets on a losing streak? Right, exactly. Don't like home equity lines of credit. You know what's funny? The funny thing is I had joked about this a year ago and it was just a joke. And I had people tell me, "Oh, never do that." Let's see. Don't like home equity lines of credit. Interest rate can change and Trump changed the law. You can't write that interest off anymore. Well, yeah, he doubled like the standard deduction, but I think all that's about to expire anyway, so that's like a moot point now. I would rather use margin than use my house equity. I think he said something about March. Yeah, he didn't give us a date, but not an idiot. Okay. LOL. What he thinks is what we thought with Tesla last July. I know, exactly. It's like deja vu, isn't it? Like Yogi Berra said deja vu all over again. Coach, hold on, let me smoke another carton of cigarettes. Yeah, I don't think he's afraid. He's just, they call this clout chasing, basically. Okay, so I think we caught up on all the comments here. That was fun. That was really fun. I enjoy this. Oh, and you just now comment. Look at everything that's happened ever since you said Jay was mad. It's like a whole like tailspin here. Not tailspin, but I talked to Jay over the phone, by the way. So I wonder if you really do talk to him now, because after your comment, we actually talked on the phone. So, and look at you. You show up right here at the end. Yeah, I've got a channel attacking me, saying all kinds of nice things. Um, Anyway, yeah, you're late to the party. I'm pretty much done with the video. But anyway, um, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I've always limited Yieldmax to no more than like what I call the 10% allocation of the portfolio. So I have real estate. Actually, I have a really nice house. I'm not a renter. I'm a homeowner. Um, and I rent to people also, like rooms or whatever. Have my 401ks, have all of that. So I'm doing pretty well. I'd be happy to do a portfolio presentation. Yeah, go watch the whole video. This guy's entertaining for sure. All right, you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I responded like I said I would. So like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all on the next one. And to Yieldmax TV, I look forward to your response, and I'll be right there responding, and we'll have fun. All right. Take care, everyone. Good night. Bye.